Greetings folks, the Nan here, and welcome to the best survival series on this planet. Now as of recording this, I've just passed 600 subscribers, which is crazy. but boys, the big 1,000 still remains in our sights, and so I just want to beg you, I don't know, just keep subscribing, okay? We're gonna reach 1,000 in a few days. It's gonna be insane. But for now, let's jump right into it. Now, if you remember, at the end of the last episode, I set out on an adventure with Bro the Crow in order to recruit a kangaroo army. Now, the first thing I came across on this adventure was the snowy village, which I started plundering, because plundering is just fantastic. I talked a whole lot about it in episode 1 or 2, don't remember. Go watch them both before this. I got some semi-valuable stuff from the village and kept going, and then Bro decided to do some Jesus nonsense. I have no clue how he's doing this. After that, I came across a savanna biome, where after taking a creeper explosion to the face, I chopped up a deer, well, technically a gazelle, but you know, and took its antlers. Then I suddenly realized I had Optifine installed, and I spied on this armored zombie from the other side of the lake. I also played around with Optifine for a little bit. Very, very fun mod. Very fun. After that, another baby zombie came after me, and I say another because of episode 1. I hate these guys so much. They're so fast, they're so small. How are they harder than the adults? I am very ashamed, lads. I had to spam click to take him out, but it was the only way. He would have kicked my knees in and eaten my belly button. That's disgusting, but it would have happened if I didn't do what I did. Come next morning, I came across the Isle of Hummingbirds. That's not what a biome is called, that's what I'm calling it. But there were hummingbirds. They're so cute, but this one's kind of glitched through the ground. It was really weird. He just disappeared into the dirt. I also read in the book that you can breed them with flowers, and there were just loads and loads of flowers around. So I made a baby hummingbird, and it's just so small and so fast. It's so cute though. Look at how small and cute he was. Oh my god. I named him Chip. There were birds all around me. It was amazing. I felt like a Disney princess. My god, it was fantastic. But what happened a little bit later was not so fantastic. You'll see. After hanging out with cute little tiny little birds, look at how small they were, I decided to do what any self-respecting man does, which is to march directly into a swamp and punch up a crocodile, which was not a good decision. I mean, look at that thing in the water. It's massive. Look at me. I know I do the whole big strong man, tall man thing, but I mean, it has jaws. I paid out a gel. It destroyed me. It took 5 seconds, less even. It was not a good day. I had to walk back the entire distance through the mountain savanna. Oh boy. Oh boy, you are one lucky boy that you don't have to see what I had to do. After getting my stuff back, I came face to face with the new arrivals in the mods. Oh hail. It was just magnificent, but I got scared and ran to the shore because I thought it was gonna eat me. I was very afraid of the whales because they're big, massive, and I've got jaws the size of my legs. But I decided to follow the whale. It just seemed like the right thing to do, and guess what? It led me to a shipwreck full of treasure. So I parked up the old boat, took out the shovel, and started digging. This was a bad accident. There was a lot of sand in there. I can only feel sorry for the poor saps who had to crash there. But the chest had some good stuff, not gonna lie. The coolest things I found in that chest though was this axe. The axe was pretty nice, but then I turned around and this Tasmanian devil had just completely snuck up on me. I mean, I didn't know what it was. I kind of forgot what it was, and I got scared at first. But then I was like, yeah, okay. It's those real rat dog things. I shared a bottle of enchanting with him. By the way, something horrible happened that I forgot to mention. When I died, I think Bro the Crow respawned. Bro's gone, so I took up a fish, named him Alan, and then I completely threw him back out because I found a platypus, and nothing else matters now that I have a platypus in a bucket. After scooping up my platypus friend, I paid attention to my whale friend, whom I was still following because I was sure at some point in time he would lead me to somewhere important. And he was just kind of messing around in the water. He was doing like flips and stuff. And no, I decided to name him. I named him Mobius Dickens. Huh? You get it? You probably get it. He was just messing around. It's fantastic. I'm following a whale. This is amazing. It's going really well. Swam around the coral reef for a while, almost died looking at the beauty of nature, and then promptly got back into my boat. Now something else I'm realizing is how much ever land I cover between my boat trips, the whale's always there. Wherever I go. It's almost like it's Mike in disguise. Could it be? It probably is. I mean, he's leading me to all the right places and he's always there to guide me in the right way. I also came across another coral reef and saw a hammerhead shark swimming around, which I thought was pretty cool. I kept looking at him and then he turned around and charged at me and I got scared, so I swam away really, really fast. Then I went ahead and found another wrecked ship inside which I found a buried treasure map. I found the treasure, and here's a little trick. If you want to find the exact treasure block, you have to line your little character arrow thing on the map right in the middle of the red cross, and then dig down and you are sure to find the treasure. It works for me, as you can see. Again, found a bunch of cool stuff. Adding Minecraft Dungeons mods to this was the sickest idea ever, because now every time I open a loot chest I find some new gear and new weapons that can't be crafted. It's fantastic. I also bagged up a Heart of the Sea, which could be really, really useful. I could build a house near Mobius. That'd be nifty. Then I came across one of the most adorable things I've ever seen. Seal Beach. Seal Beach. Look at them. Look at them. There's babies and there's adults and they're all lying on their backs because if they go into the water, orcas will use them as dodgeballs and then use them as snacks. But then I finally found it. The place I was looking for so long. The Badlands. Now the Badlands seems like a dead, sad, dumb, stupid environment. But some of the most amazing creatures in Alex's mobs live around these parts. Like, for example, these emus I came across, which I did not mess with because they were threatening big, giant dinosaur chickens. And kangaroos were there too, which is very important. I set my spawn point and then got straight to work. I axed a snake. That's a lie. I axed 2 snakes. And then I built a little dirt patch for a carrot farm because carrots are the thing that are used to breed kangaroos with. Not breed, tame kangaroos with. For breeding you need dead bushes. While collecting water, I also saw an orca in the water. I did not go close to the orca because whales are fine. I can deal with whales, but orcas they're nothing to be messed with. They will mess me up. They will mess you up and they will mess all your friends and family up. But not in real life though. In real life they are surprisingly chill towards human beings, but in Alex's mobs I have no idea. I used that little dirt patch I built for carrots. I planted the carrots which I found in the previous village in the mountains. While my carrots grew, I decided to explore the Badlands and I came across this lonesome emu. I decided to duel it, and it proved a worthy challenger. My hunch was correct. Fighting multiple of these guys wouldn't have been a wise choice before. But in the end, I had victory. Then I went and mined half a stack of limestone and I looked out of this hole in a cave towards the ocean because I thought it looked sick. Look how good it looks with Optifine. You can see the beauty of the ocean. You can see a fish. It would have been sick if a whale went by just then. I was really hoping for a whale to go by. But it didn't happen. I did keep mining though and came across this massive ravine. But I didn't go down the ravine because there were a lot of mobs. I'm just not that confident. While swimming around the ocean, I came across this rare blue lobster, which was fantastic. Bagged them right up and continued to break the kelp. Now I'm breaking this kelp to compost it and turn it into bone meal to speed up the whole carrot farm thing, to speed up the whole new Greece military thing with the whole putting swords and armor on kangaroos. Did a lot of composting, but in the end it was quite great because, the carrot farm really sped up because of all the kelp gathering. Using the bone meal I'd gathered from the kelp, the farm grew faster and faster and faster, and then the time finally came. I recruited the first ever kangaroo into the New Greece army. Or that just didn't sound right, what should I name it? The New Greek army, yeah, that's cool. He is the commander of the New Greek army. Oh, that's so sick. But I needed to give him that it factor to make him different and cooler than all the other kangaroos. So I gave him some modded gear. He looks kind of adorable in that helmet where his ears stick out from the side. but he looks intimidating still. I also handed him a massive axe, which does 10 attack damage, which is really useful. So it's just gonna tank through any. The commander is just gonna tank through any mobs. And across the Badlands, recruiting more and more kangaroos into the new Greek army. After a sizable amount of troops had joined in, it was time to take them out for training. Night had come and mobs would be spawning. And the mobs would be facing something that they'd never faced before. A madman and a troop of kangaroos. Needless to say, no mobs that I set my eye on that night lived to see the daylight. They were all done in. Kangaroos are strong, bro. They are stronger than I ever thought. This whole army thing was tenfold as effective as I'd ever thought it would be. After being a great king to New Greece and being an even more wonderful commander to the new Greek army, I think I'd earned Mobius Dickin's respect and he let me boop his snout. And I came across this really annoying shield skeleton, which I couldn't attack him because he had a shield, and he wouldn't attack me because he was a coward. So I just put him in a box. What else was I supposed to do? Just like stare at him? It was really weird. The next morning though, I came across an orca and a whale swimming real close to each other. This wasn't Mobius though, I could tell. It's just completely different. And I really thought they would fight, and it was about to be this sick scene. Nothing happened. They just kind of pathetically swam past each other. Come on, mutual respect? What kind of garbage is that? Mutual respect. That's not good entertainment. Punch each other. After lamenting the lack of the duel, I went down and mined a little bit, got a lot of iron, and turned all of that into tons and tons of chest plates, which I promptly gave to the troops. Because they had to protect themselves. Like, kangaroos are strong, but at the end of the day, they're just kangaroos. They're only flesh and blood. But you know what isn't flesh and blood? Metal chest plates. And they still had wooden swords. I didn't have enough to make them swords. After that, I loaded up all the stuff I'd gathered on this journey onto my troops because they can carry stuff, which is fantastic. And we went around and messed with some emus because I thought they'd be good competition. And they were. They tried to attack me, but the troops they're just the best. They're just fantastic. They protect me from anything and everything. It was a long journey back home though, but we made it. There were many hurdles in our path. Many hurdles. Like, the zombies were chill, but I almost had a heart attack when a creeper nearly exploded right in the middle of the entire army. I was so scared for them. If they just passed then and there, it would have been so sad. But after that harrowing odyssey, we narrowly escaped and made it back into New Greece, where I sat the military down just to let them soak up the beauty of their new and forever home, the land that they would protect. Then I started breeding kangaroos because I needed an even bigger military, and the commander became a proud father. Now guys, this has been one of the most fun videos to make. It's almost like I've written it. It's just fantastic. And I really hope you join me next time in this amazing series. Because things are about to get wild now that I have an army at my hand. I am about to go to war with, well, you'll see with whom in the next episode.